Day 2.
That's us, Harry, George and Elliot. It's about 6 in the morning and the sun's just coming up. If you don't know what we're doing, we're following the River Nen all the way out to the coast, 140 kilometres from Earls Barton to the sea. Just 3 mates, a few cameras and the river to guide us. Yesterday was pretty easy, around 35 kilometres of familiar trails. We didn't even look at a map yesterday. However, today's meant to be the hardest one. The longest day, toughest stretch. The sort that gets in your head a bit, but also the most beautiful part of the route. Castles, old railways, quiet villages, all before it flattens out into the fens tomorrow. We're walking for ourselves and to raise awareness for Alzheimer's. That's something close to us and it keeps us going. So yeah, this is day 2. Let's see what it throws at us.
It is 6:03 in the morning and my toe actually hurts now that I think about it. Okay, we just made it into Titchmarsh. We just, as you can see, in the raincoat, we've just had a very brief scare where we were flying the drone and the rain started and it stopped within 3 minutes and it stopped us from getting our big reveal shot for the day, which is kind of frustrating. I'm eating breakfast. Elliot had a bacon sandwich, Harry had some news, and we're feeling alright. No!
Is he gone?
He's in those trees.
There he is. Oh, I haven't seen him.
Oh, look at it. Good morning, everybody. So we've just passed through Titchmarsh Nature Reserve, another nature reserve that that's owned by the Wildlife Trust. And something that the trust has planned is that they're actually aiming one day to connect all their nature reserves in like this, to form like this natural like highway for wildlife, basically.
It could allow species from the Nen Wetlands Reserve at Rushton Lakes to move freely to neighbouring reserves like Titchmarsh, and even as far as Somerley's. But a project of this scale doesn't come without challenges. Creating and maintaining a natural corridor like this is a mammoth task. With younger generations becoming increasingly disengaged from environmental issues, organisations like the Wildlife Trust face growing difficulties in securing long-term funding and support. One of our aims with this documentary is simple: to show that your local area is far more interesting, valuable and alive than you might think. When people rediscover the wild spaces on their doorstep, they're more likely to care, and caring is the first step towards making a change.
Quite humid, I think.
Today.
Yeah. I'm hot in this. I might have to take the jacket.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'll go a bit longer. If we lived off berries, if we like cut out all the processed sugars and just focus on like a 16,000 steps, if we focus on just using blueberries that run the wild, we probably like be able to cut out processed sugar quite easily because these hit us enough. Right, how much actually don't want
Which king is that, James? That's Charles.
So I think that we've walked about an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, they're cooking apples.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Seki's mum was kind enough to buy us some banana chips and dried mango last night. Now I love banana chips, but a couple of years ago I became obsessed with them, and I ate too many, and then I just couldn't eat them anymore. But it's been enough time for me to be like, okay, I fancy some banana chips. Oh, it's beautiful. Morning, mate. Boys. Oh. Look at that! It is crystal clear.
Yeah. I believe so, yeah.
It actually smells
Oh, it's because you always comes from
again. Another sick bridge.
Oh my god, this wood is so slippery. That is so cool. The river is definitely widening.
Yeah,
Look at it.
We're in a place called A Church, standing next to a church. I can't say they didn't warn me. Nothing but road.
Right, drop.
Let's spell it Neen, then we'll call it Nain.
No, honestly, I don't know what the roots
yeah,
are.
exactly.
But a couple of weeks ago, we were doing a practice from Frapston, and there was this couple, like these two couples, and we were like, "Is it Nen or Neen?" And two of them said Nen, two of them said Neen,
right.
and they were telling us that the Frapston is slip I slipped. They have like a bowling competition, and every year the loser has to call it by the pronunciation of the others. Crazy, yeah.
How long will it get you to Peterborough today, you think?
So today's a 45-kilometre walk.
It's,
We've done about 15 kilometres so far. We left at 6.
Right.
It's getting pretty humid,
it's good.
but we're trying to storm ahead to Barnwell right now, and then it's just from there, I guess. So it's going to be a tricky one.
So where does it head? Because you never actually look at the river or actually see where the course is, do you?
Yeah, it's the Norfolk.
So it's
Well,
the
we're going
wash.
right up to the wash.
It's right up to the wash, yeah.
So as you're going through Peterborough, where do you head from Peterborough?
Wiz Beach.
So you go to Wisbech. Oh, so it's going that way, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, we've been planning this. We're doing a charity walk for Alzheimer's Society.
Okay, right, okay.
We've just raised £4,500.
You got it on YouTube?
Yeah.
We're making a documentary at the minute, yeah. So
Yeah.
we've got, I've got some video and gear in here.
So you're doing B&B or camping out or what?
Hotels. We're doing Travelodge.
Oh, you're not scumming it then. I'll go.
Oh yeah,
Hilton
no.
only.
Yeah, but
Has Hilton got one in
you can
Wisbech?
wild camp, but we can't wild camp down here.
Right.
Yeah, we need to change that. I mean, there's no problem with it.
The trouble is, people that do it wreck it for everybody because they just leave it like a tip,
yeah,
don't they?
exactly. Yeah.
So if you do it and you can't tell anybody's been, there's no issue, is there?
Exactly.
Is it not going to rain tomorrow?
Yeah, Erin, she's coming over, so
Right. Got to help you.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool us down a bit.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Very humid, yeah.
So the weekend you'll be at the coast.
Thursday.
And who's picking you up? Somebody to bring you back?
Yeah, all of our parents are coming. They're gonna see us again. You know.
Oh, they'll do the easy bit. Yeah, we'll come and pick you up.
literally.
I'll let you go on. I won't
What's
hold
your
you
name?
up.
Sorry.
Andy Alexander, pleased to meet you. What's yours? I'll see you. I'll find it. I forgot the time I go down the road right enough, but I'll have a wee look at that thing for you. See you
I'm
later.
Harry. See ya.
Harry.
Bye bye. Thank you. And then turn left.
Yeah, we're still in Northamptonshire.
Oh yeah, the sign. Oh wow, big hill. Barnwell?
Careful, George, you're easy pistons.
At 10:37 in the morning, we have made it to the Barnwell Old Station. As we can see, now originally, this A road here was the Nen Valley Railway, and of course they've changed it now. So when we went and visited Keith at the Nen Valley Railway Museum, he told us a very, very interesting fact, and it turns out there used to be more to the station back in the day, but the modern Nen Valley Railway Company picked it up and transported it up to Wansford Station, further up.
Which we'll show you later on in the interview, because we'll play the interview once we walk past Wansford Station. But it's something about these tall doors, which instead of just telling you why they had really tall doors, we're just going to go and show you right now.
So just behind these trees is the answer. Let's get the drone up and take a look, shall we? So this is Barnwell Castle. From 1938 it became the home of Prince Henry, the third son of King George V. Now you might be wondering, what does any of this have to do with a station having unusually tall doors? Well, with royalty living nearby, royal visits became a regular occurrence. And wherever the royals went, the beefeaters and ceremonial guards followed. Their towering uniforms, and especially those iconic hats, meant one thing: they needed tall doors.
Why are they all in one place?
There's loads of road here. No, they're probably kept in. It's probably just a deer park or something. They're probably all kept in.
That's amazing.
Keep out when the red flags are flying. Is there any red flags? Nah, we're good. Right.
We walked 8 kilometres.
Yep.
How quickly?
What time's it now?
We pulled up here about like 20 to 1. What time did you take the drone footage?
I took the drone footage today at 10:49. And it's 12:59. 11, 12, 2 hours. You did say about 2 hours. Alright, I'm gonna do a bin trip.
Can I get you more of it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Thank you, brother.
So we've just gone over halfway now. So we're just leaving Warmington. We took a nice long break here. Just changed our socks about and whatnot. And while we were on our break, we were looking at the map and we saw a easier route, or a route that cuts 5 kilometers out the journey. And we thought, given the circumstance we're in right now, we're quite tired and we're only halfway. It's probably best to take that route, but unfortunately it does cut out one of our major waypoints, which is Fotheringhay Castle. It's for the greater good, isn't it?
It's journey to the lighthouse, not journey to
Fotheringhay Castle. So we'll visit a later date. Actually, that would have been a nice place to have a break. Actually, a nice clip edge. But yeah. Anyway, onwards and upwards. This is the viewpoint. So it's an alright view.
We can see out very far.
Can we see Peterborough? Nah. There's some nice hills.
Oh yeah, so when we crossed that, we were supposed to walk along
The side. Fair enough.
Our deviation has led us past the Elton pub, and inside we refilled our water bladders so we can keep drinking and hydrated. And we also ran into a guy named Charles. He donated a very generous £20. He was quite lovely to talk to. Yeah, and we're just about to get back on the determined route.
So what we're crossing right here is the A1, known as the Great North Road. So that way is London, and that way is Edinburgh. So it's just, the A1 literally just links Edinburgh and London together. It's a long, big road. So, this behind me here is Wanford Station, one of the store operational stations on Nen Valley Railway. Obviously, due to its dismantlement further up the valley, like, you know, Summerlees and that area, it's only operational for aesthetic purposes. However, as mentioned before, the Nen Valley Railway is a stretch of old industrial railway linking Northampton and Peterborough. As a result, we met up with Keith from the NVR Association to talk to us a little bit more about the rich history of this basically amazing railway line.
Hello, my name is Keith Alexander. I'm the Honorary Museum Curator here at Nen Valley Railway. Okay, so the background to Peterborough, as everyone knows, we have a cathedral. So yes, that was important, but the city wasn't really that big. And the biggest city or town in this area was Stamford. And the history of the railways was that there was a sort of west to east railway coming from the London and North Western side, which came into what is now Peterborough East. There was no line going north, so we're talking about the arrival of the railways 1845 from the London and North Western Railway. But it wasn't till the 1860s that the north-south line then came. So that was the Great Northern Railway. They were having discussions with Lord Burleigh at Stamford. Those discussions got very protracted, and in the end the Great Northern Railway said, we're not going to come to Stamford, we're going to go through Peterborough. That had the advantage that the topography of the area was easier. That is the reason why we all now live in Peterborough rather than Stamford. So Peterborough owes its significant development to coming of the railways. Heat and water.
Okay.
So fuel is
coal.
coal, yes, well done, good. So you've got driver and fireman. So coal is in the firebox, which is sort of underneath that bit. And the whole of this bit is the boiler, which is filled with water.
I see.
Inside the boiler, there are loads and loads of tubes. So the heat and the smoke from the firebox gets sucked through the boiler. And as it passes through, this is when the copper becomes important, that heat is then transferred to the water. The big dome at the top is steam collection point, and then there's various internal tubes which then come down. And can you see at the top there, sort of coming down into the cylinders here?
Yeah.
That's where the steam then comes.
I see.
So inside the cylinder, you've got a piston. Okay?
Okay.
So the piston then is connected to, funnily enough, the connecting rods. So the lateral motion is then transferred into...
So they push them forward and the wheels are pushed?
Yes. Yeah. Now, steam, you see these things up here, so it's called quartering. So they're not at direct opposites. So a steam engine doesn't go like that. So once it first starts moving, it's actually a sort of a, because otherwise the connecting rods can't, from a standing start, by being slightly offset, it helps the train initially get the motion. Behind you is where coal comes through from the chute.
Yep.
So you've got fireman is and he would probably do a couple of tons in a shift.
Yeah.
Into the firebox, which is there. So, got a nice big fire burning, which is the lever to make the train go. Right, so that's the regulator, which is effectively the accelerator on a car. So so you pull that through, yes. So you can see it's this is a Swedish. I think it's a Swedish loco. So open, but like a car, we have a gear stick. Yes. So it's not a stick like that. It sort of winds, and that would also, you can change going backwards or forwards. But once the train is running, like with the car, you've got to put the car or your bike, you've got to put it in a higher gear, and that's what that does.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay? You've got the fire down there, but what's above here? What's in here?
So that's where all your steam is, isn't it? Or your bit cold.
Nearly.
It's your water?
Water.
Yeah,
yes,
then
right.
yeah.
So see all these pipes here. So there's a big water tender on the back. So
Yeah.
it's all the pipes coming through here. These things are called sort of injectors. So it's injecting the water into the boiler, and this would tell the fireman and the driver what the level of the boiler is.
Does this have a train whistle?
That would be it, yes. So then you've got the brake. The brake is sort of over there.
That one.
But I said the really important ones are the injectors. So one of the stations down the line at Castor, there were stories of a doodlebug actually landing in the vicinity of the station. Where we thought it was, we've subsequently found a 1902 map which shows a copse and a sort of pond, so clearly that couldn't have been the site.
Yeah.
But I've spoken to a number of people who actually lived in the village of Castor and recalled their windows being blown out, and bearing in mind the village is actually something like nearly a mile from the site of the station, which gives you some idea of the impact that the bomb would have had. So we're still trying to find the exact location. There are various sort of local archivists say it was here, it was there, but we're still researching that point. There's some colleagues that work with me in the museum group who, one of them in particular, sort of worked for 35 years on TPOs, which stands for Travelling Post Officers. So as I tested you and said, how did they get the mail on and off, bearing in mind the trains were still travelling at sort of 40 miles an hour, as you subsequently discovered, they were the unsorted mail was bundled up in big leather pouches. These pouches were then hung on hooks, and there were special coaches which had a mechanism, basically a net, that as you approached it, the mechanism would unfold, and it would scoop up, just like a sieve, these great big leather pouches. So the train didn't have to stop. The postal workers had dozens and dozens of like pigeonholes, so the mail could then be sorted, but then they did the reverse once the mail had been sorted, pack the sorted mail up again, and it could then be essentially thrown out, again using the mechanism, into a catching net, and that would, all these events would happen sort of during the night, so that in the morning the mail could be delivered.
That was probably
incredibly
my favourite.
dangerous,
Yeah, it's
though.
awful.
But, yes. Unfortunately, whilst there's a lot of action on social media, etc., your year group or your age groups don't tend to join groups. It's a big general statement, so it's not everybody, but generally it's more social media.
It's gone out of favour now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we're doing is having volunteer days where companies who are legally obliged to provide volunteer days, these are people who work in offices, etc., not obviously use sort of welding equipment, but there's lots and lots of jobs gardening, all sorts of things, which allows them to get involved and hopefully a connection and learn about the history. And I was quite amazed by the interest that you have shown and the history which was new to you.
Especially doodlebugs. Just didn't know what that was.
Yes.
But that's been thank you very much, Keith.
Lovely.
That's
Okay.
been fantastic.
Very nice talking to you.
So it wasn't that lovely. Honestly, just learning about your local area or your local old railways, it's just really interesting. And most of the facts that we've told you guys today about, you know, the Barnwell station and how it links to the castle and monarchy, all comes from the Wansford station from Keith, basically, his all the data they collect and everything. So a massive thank you to them as well. And actually, if I come over here to just show you guys, behind me here, this building here is actually Barnwell station. So this is the station they took. So they took this station and plonked it here. And as you can see, they've got the very tall doors still. So yeah, it's proper interesting. That I mean, this place is amazing. Honestly, come down and check it out. Anyway, it's time for the final stretch, ready for Peterborough. So we're just gonna carry on our way down through the fields, we should be in Peterborough in about 12 kilometers time. So let's get moving, shall we? It is really high. Singing time again.
If you miss the train I'm on, ow, you will know that I am gone. Every highway, but more than this, I did it mine. And kiss me, just hold me tight and tell me you missed me. Dream a little dream of me.
Right, so we're just walking our way through the final parts up to Peterborough, but this very spot here is 68 kilometers into our journey, so that's overall. Something special about that is that it's the halfway point of the whole entire journey to the lighthouse. So we're halfway to the lighthouse. Hey! Cheer from Elliot. Way. Yeah, it's not.
Hell yeah.
We're very tired. We're almost just waddling our way to Peterborough now, but
It's really the feet, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
your legs are fine, my shoulders kill, that's a general thing. My feet, the soles of your feet. Elliot's pulled a tendon in his foot, we think. Something along those lines. So it's just about a 30-kilometre walk back to Peterborough.
anyway, so we're just gonna go up here and walk next to the train tracks. Not, you know, it's a dedicated path. Okay, we're not walking next to a train track. But yeah, this is the halfway point. It's crazy to think that on day one we were walking, you know, on where the NVR used to lay. Now we're walking alongside of it. I mean, who knows why actually they got rid of it because it's not needed anymore. I mean, the only reason why they kept it down here is because they're using it for aesthetic purposes, aren't they?
It's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it over? It's over, isn't it?
Bitch.
He thought I was one of them for a minute. But this is really cool. That's an answer. My world is so blue. This is amazing.
Believe it or not, this is only about probably 20 minutes from Peterborough city centre, but we are all knackered. But we just need to get there. We're almost like taking our own paces now. So George is way ahead, Elliot's behind. We're just trying, you know, take out our own pace, but it's getting difficult now. It's definitely, we've been walking for about 13 hours, etching closer and closer to 14 hours, and we've done probably about 45-50 kilometers, which is insane, honestly. But we just want to get there now. We just want to like get to the city centre, because once we get to the city centre, we still need to pop to Asda, which is right there, Asda. As you can actually there's proof that there's an Asda nearby. Did you see his Asda bag? He's got an Asda bag. We're close, but yeah, we gotta pop into Asda and get some supplies for the next day, because it all changes tomorrow as we go out into the fens. We have no settlements to go to, but we'll explain later when we're back at the hotel. Right now we just need to lock in, because we are all shattered and we just want to get there. Honestly, this is the mental. This is the mental part of it all. It's the mental part of it all. But yeah, I suppose I should just lock in. Update for you guys. We're still very very tired, but we've just seen a kingfisher. It just flew over this river, and George saw it, and then it just flew back the other way. I've just got to hope it's perching somewhere. Just got to look out for those perches. Amazing. There's a kingfisher in Peterborough city centre. We've just got in. Get us in here.
The door's wrong. Oh, I almost just fainted. Jesus.
Oh, huge. Food! Oh my god, loads of food!
Oh, the fans are on.
So stocked. Boys.
The rest of the car.
Boys, look.
Right, so we're in the evening now. We've had dinner, we've got into the hotel, and we're just getting everything sorted out. But because we're now moving into the Fenlands tomorrow, which is basically more flatter, so we're gonna almost change up our strat a little bit, change what we're taking in that. We're gonna remove a lot of things that we found we aren't using in the first 2 days, and then make that room for more space. The reason why we need more space is because we need more water on this day, because there's literally no places to stop and get water. We go through one settlement, but only very briefly, right at the top of it. Like, there's literally no point. So we bought some like litre bottles of water just in case and stuff like that. But we just need that space for food and water, basically the essentials. And then we just got to walk. But yeah, that's basically the state of our room at the minute. We're just trying to get everything sorted out, and it's going to be another 6 a.m. start. But yeah, other than that, I guess we'll see you tomorrow on day 3 at 6 a.m.
Good
Good morning, everybody. So today's stretch of the river is basically as long as yesterday's. The thing is, when you're out in the fens, a lot of it does look the same.
It is raining and pouring, and the old man is snoring.
Good morning, well, I'd say good afternoon now, everybody. Welcome to the final day. Boys, we've done it. We are so close, just over there. Thank you so much for watching episode 2. Your support means so much to us.
We're pleased to announce we made it into the January edition of our local paper, The Button Today. If you're local, please give it a read. We have the front cover and an article inside.
Unfortunately, the third episode in the documentary covering days 3 and 4 won't be available until January 25th, so please stick around for then.
Episode 3 is going to be the best episode yet. It's going to cover both the days, day 3 and day 4 of the Fenlands. Please stay tuned for it, January 25th. I hope to see you there.